Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today the video is very interesting where we are going to learn today about the human skeleton system, the anatomy of the human skeleton system. So this video I have divided into three parts. The first one we are going to study about the functions of skeleton system, and the skeleton system is divided into two parts, and what are those parts and what are the terminological names which are used in the to describe the different types of bones. Okay, so let's get started with our class today. That is, today we are going to study about the movement and the locomotion. So this type of skeleton, as you can see here, this is the skeleton which is mostly divided into exoskeleton and endoskeleton. The skeleton present on the body surface, that is outside the body surface, is called as the exoskeleton, and it is mostly found in non-living substances. So it occurs to form a scale of fish, epidermis, scales, etc., and bony scales in reptiles, wings and feathers. Whereas in endoskeleton, the hard skeleton framework inside the body is called as the endoskeleton. So this is the endoskeleton which you are seeing. So today we are going to study the complete anatomy of the human body, human skeleton, right? The hard skeleton framework inside the body is called as endoskeleton. It is formed of the cartilage and bones, or even both. In short, endoskeleton is cartilaginous, and in bony fish and frogs it is endoskeleton. So let us study today, mostly let us focus on the human skeleton system. So why we need a we need a skeleton? What is the main function of skeleton? So mostly it helps in support. This skeleton system forms the network that support the body and give a proper shape to the body, and maintain the shape to give a proper structure to the body, and also protection. So how it is being protected? It is surround and protect our inner delicate organs like lungs, heart, brain and spinal cord. These are all the ones which help us to be protection. Now the movement of body part. When it comes to movement of body part, it provide attachment to the skeleton system and help in the movement of body parts like arms, and the legs. Now locomotion. Now next function is the locomotion. The skeleton system with muscles help in locomotion and handling the various objects. This is mostly helping our body to hold many various objects. And not only that, one of the main and important function of skeleton system is homeostasis. It maintains the internal and external environment of the temperature. And haemopoiesis, which is nothing but the red blood cells and white blood cells are produced inside the bone marrow. So where is bone marrow is produced? It is mostly produced in the long bones, inside the long bones. And breathing, rib cage. This rib cage help in breathing. Whenever breathing takes place, this expansion of the rib cage takes place, so that the lungs can take the maximum amount of oxygen into their body. And also there are one more function, that is hearing. The small bones which are mostly located in the middle ear, called ear ossicles or ear pinna, help in the hearing capacity also. These are the soft bones which are usually not present here, but still it is playing important role in this. Now there are different types of bones. Long bones which you usually see here. These are the usually long bones which you actually see here. Long bones, and the short bones, and the flat bones. Okay, flat bones. Now let us go in detail about the parts of the skeleton system. This human skeleton system has around 206 bones. this human skeleton system is formed of 206 bones. Though in the infant at birth there were around 300 bones, some of them fused as the baby grows, and only 206 bones are found in an adult. Now, the parts of skeleton system. Now, these parts of skeleton system is divided into two main sections. First one is the axial skeleton. Axial skeleton is formed of bones that constitute the upright axis of the body, the upright axis of the body. For example, the skull, vertebral column, and the sternum. These three consist of the axial skeleton, and whereas the second part is the appendicular skeleton, which comes from the lower part. Then the appendicular skeleton mostly consists of bones of upper extreme and bones of lower extreme, such as grills and limbs. These are all consist of the lower which comes under the appendicular skeleton. So let us move in detail about the axial skeleton part of the human skeleton. Now this video might be a little bit longer because I don't want to make the concept into break into section, because this is a full concept which you have to know. All those who are studying for the NEET preparation and those who are under the medical field, they should know these are the basic things which you should know first to know the body system. So let us know what are the main parts. Now first one, that is this the skull. The skull is, this is the skull, this is the jawbone, and this is the collarbone. You can see here, this is the collarbone, this is the humerus, these are the ribs, and the backbone, which is also known as the vertebral column or spine at the back, which moves near to the tail. These are the hip bones. This is the radius. You know, this hands, this is the radius. The first one is the radius. This is the radius, and this is the ulna. This is the radius and this is the ulna, and these are the hand bones, and this long thigh bone is also known as the femur, and this is the knee bone. The first here is the tibia and fibula. This is called as the tibia and fibula. This is the femur. Okay, then the small bones which are found in your foot is called as the foot bones. So now you know all these are the basic parts of the skeleton system, right? Now what is their function and what exactly, how do they help the body to in protection and providing the posture and position of the body? Let us study first the skull. So as you can see here, see here, this is the skull. The skull is divided into many parts. The first part is the cranium. This is the brain box. We call them as the brain box or the cranium. This cranium encloses with the protects the brain. Right, it protects the brain. It forms of 8 bones which are joined. As you can see here, there are small I hope you are able to see here, these are the small joints, but they are fixed in one place, so we call them as the immovable joints. Joint like just like a zipper structure. See here. These cranial bones are flat and forms the wall of the cranial cavity. The opening of the cranial cavity is called as the foramen magnum. That is, it is called as the foramen magnum. Now, next, this if you open this, you can see there is a medulla okay, medulla oblongata of the brain comes out of the cranium through this opening. Medulla oblongata will be open, brains come out of the cranium through this opening and continues in the cavity of vertebral column as spinal cord. From here the spinal cord continues and it is extended till to the tailbone. Now next is the facial bone. Now this is the front part is the facial bone. It is formed of 14 bones, which includes the upper and the lower jaw. The upper jaw is firmly attached to the cranium, and since it is attached to the cranium, it is not movable. It is a fixed joint. Okay, whereas the lower is a movable joint and it help in movement enable us to eat, drink and talk and also sing. So you can see here how it's a movable, this is immovable upper jaw, which is fixed, which is in the fixed region. Next one is the sense capsules. These are formed of those who are set of bones that are surround the sense organs. For example, ears, which are attached to this side, and the eyesight and the nose. These are comes under the set of sense organs, okay, which help in sensing and then action. Now one more is there called as the supportive. It supports with the tongue. Tongue help us to not only chew, it also help in the speeches also. Next is the backbone. Okay, let me fix this. Now next one is the backbone. I hope it is visible. I am not fast. Now as you can see, this is the backbone. It is a backbone which consists of 33 vertebral column. There are 33 vertebrae. Each is called as vertebra, and together it is called as the vertebral column. The function of this vertebral column is it protects the internal organ and it protects the spinal cord also, and it provides a leverage and support to the grills and associated in the locomotion, which help in the locomotion. As I said, this backbone is extended from the base of the skull to the hip till here, which is called as the spine. It provides flexibility to the bone and backbone. It is formed of 33 small ring-like bony pieces. This small ring-like bony pieces called as the vertebra. These vertebral column, which consists of 33, is divided into 5 types, means in 5 categories. First, we call them as the neck region, which is called as the cervical. This is called as the cervical vertebra, which consists of 7 bones. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now after 7, there is a chest region, that is from here. It will start from here, chest region. From the chest region, the thorax, there are 12 vertebrates, that is thorax. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Till here is called as the thorax region, which consists of 12 vertebrae. Next is the belly region, which we call as lumbar. Lumbar, which consists of 5. This part, stomach, belly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called as 5 lumbar. 5 vertebrates. Then the hip region, these are the hip region, and from here hip region, scroll, these are called as the scroll vertebrae, which is also consist of 5. Let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till here, 5 hip region. Then the tail region, which consists of 4 vertebrae, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 regions are called as the tail region, or we call them as simply the tail bones. So these different regions of vertebral column play an important role in the body movement and also help in the flexibility. Now this cervical region, which is mostly found in the neck, which consists of 7, and the thoracic region 12 vertebrate, and this is covered with the heart and the lungs. It helps to protect the heart and the lungs, along with the ribs forms the enclosed like a cage. Now lumbar region, which is belly region, which comes near to here, they protect the articulation of pelvic girdle. Then the hip region in adult mostly help to form in adult they are fused to form a single bone called as the scarum. This is the scarum. Then the tailbone, which is a small pieces of bone representing the fusion of 4 vertebrates. So altogether it is consist of the vertebral column, which consists of 33 vertebrates, and there are only which we can count is 26, because the others are fused in the tail region and the hip region. Now this vertebra, each vertebra or each vertebrate, this is consist of a cylindrical body. These are a cylindrical body, as I hope you can see. These are cylindrical in shape. They are enclosed with a neutral canal. See, they are enclosed with a neutral canal. The medium spinous process from the neutral arch. This is the neutral spine. A pair of this process from inside the centrum, the transverse process. If you cut, you can see here it is easily separated. This is called as the neutral arch. This is the neutral spine, and the canal, the space between, here you can see the space between is called as the neutral canal, and the center, this is called as the centrum, and these are the transverse process. Now you studied about the skull and the chest, the spine. Okay, so now appendicular section. Now next is the appendicular, which is the lower part of extremities. Now the bones of upper extremities, this is the above, are 64 in number, and pectoral girdle and forelimbs. Now pectoral girdle or the shoulder girdle. Once again, here, see, this is the shoulder bone, this shoulder. This pectoral girdle is formed of 2 shoulder blades. These are called as the shoulder blades at the back, at the pair of this. You see here the shoulder blades. Called as the shoulder blades. Each shoulder blade represents one half of the shoulder. This half shoulder and this half shoulder blades, and bones and shoulder girdle in the front, that is this girdle in the front portion. Now this it is the singular triangular bone, it is called as scapula, which is a socket or depressed in the glenoid cavity. These are the glenoid cavities. The head of the humerus fits into the glenoid cavity, that is here, the glenoid cavity, and the articulation provides, this articulation provide free rotation movement. This provides the free rotation movement in the movement to the forelimb. Okay, the bones of forelimb, that is this, the forelimb.
forelimb. It consists, human beings have two forelimbs or two arms. We usually have, human have two forelimbs or the two arms. Okay. Now this one, the first let us study what are the parts. Consist of 60 bones, which are forelimb consists of the following, and this consists of four. Now the upper arm has one long bone which we call it as the humerus, which is attached to the shoulder blade. This is attached to the shoulder blade. Now this is called as the clavicle, this is the gonad cavity, and these are called, the back portion is called as the scapula, and this is the humerus. This forearm has two long bones, that is the radius and the ulna. The wrist, okay, the wrist, as you can see here, the wrist is formed of 8 small bones, small pieces of bones called as carpels, and the palm is made up of 5 bones. The palm is made up of 5 bones called as the metacarpal, and each hand has 4 fingers, and each finger consists of 3 small bones called as the small bones, but the limb has only 2 bones. Okay, hands are modified for grasping the object, you know, to take any object, or even to write or do any other activities. The bones of so now we studied about the upper limb. This is the upper. Now lower part. So in the next video we are going to study about the lower part, that is the bones of lower extremities, which consist of 62 bones that forms the pelvic cradle and the hind limb. So in the next video you will be watching, we will be studying about the full details about the bones of lower extremities. Okay.
So I hope you like the video, and also the explanation which I have tried my best to explain in as simple as in form. So if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, because this comment helps us to improve the quality and the quantity of our videos also. And if any suggestion which you like to give for us, it will be most appreciated. Thank you.